cushion.
Ready, set, go.
Cheers! Welcome to Cocktail Hour at the Coop. I am Liz from Arrow Acres, my sister Leanne. We're at the farm. We just picked pumpkins, and
it's been 3 months since we've talked to you.
And we think we need to speed talk to get through the 3 months worth of material.
We have a lot to talk about.
We may just be like quick showing you things.
We should do it on rapid fire, like your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn. Yeah, so it's been...
I'll stand in the background and all.
There you go.
And Peanut Gallery's here, so she's gonna keep us on.
I don't know why, because someone said to me, we were getting messages from you guys, like, are you ever gonna record again? I don't know why we didn't. Why didn't we?
Our schedules just weren't lining up, and it was summer, which is weird.
We all had, but I had sports and you had stuff.
And it was 5 gazillion degrees there for a while, and I just didn't want to do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't,
right?
Yeah, we saw each other, but we didn't have time to do this. So we finally, I think school, once we get back on a routine. Yeah. Because the kids are back in school. So
kids are back in school. Our little ones are 5 half days a week.
Yep, so far. The high school is 2 days, little half days a week, and then virtual stuff. And
it's going well for everybody so far.
Yeah.
Right?
And I took my son to college. I didn't even talk about that. I didn't cry. I cried a tiny, tiny bit. I really was so nervous about being a disaster. But I wasn't. He was happy and he's doing great.
He's happy.
He's happy. I feel bad for any parent whose kid goes away to college and is sad and homesick. I don't think I'd be out there and just pick them up and bring them home. But no, oh, here come the kids. They've been nice and quiet in the house, but they're coming out. They wanted to say hello though. They did ask me if they could say hi. All right, come on, boys. These are the little boys.
I'm a soccer mom.
Yay!
I'm officially soccer mom.
Say hello.
Hi. Okay, and I don't know where Grandpa is.
Okay.
Hi. Grant scored a goal today. Wade had a great soccer game.
And just had a birthday.
Yeah.
All right, and Chase is wearing his Pittsburgh jersey.
All right.
Adios. All right, goodbye.
Have
fun. See you later.
That's a gourd.
So we planted... No, Mom planted pumpkins and had a nice big deer fence around it. So there are a gazillion pumpkins. So you see the ones behind us, but there's huge ones we haven't even been able to get out of the garden yet. They're huge.
There's one of them.
There's a big one.
I mean, monsters.
So they'll be at the farm for sale. So
speaking of the farm for sale, the farm is opening up. The farm is not for sale. The farm is opening next weekend, September 26th and 27th. That's our opening weekend. We are not having a big event. So if you don't need to be here that weekend, don't come that weekend. Because there's gonna be a lot, well, we want you to come. We wanna see you. But we don't want too many people because we normally have thousands of people that weekend. And with COVID, we don't want that. So we will be open every single weekend. In October, November, December, January, February, March, April. You don't have to come on the 26th at 10 o'clock.
Yes.
But we will be here, and if you would like a pumpkin, you should get here kind of early. But we're going to be here Saturday and Sunday that weekend. And then after that, starting in October, we will be here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 11 to 4. We're only letting a certain amount of people in the store at a time. You have to wear a mask in the store, and you have to wear a mask outside in high traffic areas, like in our back alleys where you get up close to feed carrots and stuff like that. Please, you have to wear a mask. There's just too many people. And we are also going to designate a day. We haven't decided what day yet, but we will have a day for people with immune compromised systems that you can have a private, just in the store only, for shopping reasons. And then maybe on busy days, if we have a crazy line outside and you have to wait too long and you don't want to wait on the line too long, I'm going to have an appointment book set up, and you can schedule an appointment to come during the week one day just to shop. That's my spiel.
All right. So that starts next weekend. Here we go. Get ready.
We should have our yarn.
Oh, yeah, our yarn.
Our yarn. Oh, can I talk about that Rhinebeck weekend? Okay. So.
Rhinebeck weekend. Oh, I have my shirt on today.
All right. So our mill is doing an awesome job, and she is hopefully going to have our yarn ready for Rhinebeck weekend. We are very sad that Rhinebeck isn't happening. So we've been trying to come up with a plan, something that can let us see our people Rhinebeck weekend. So we have a big front field that we let alpacas out in, but it is very big. And if you would like to come to our farm on Rhinebeck weekend and bring your beach chairs or a picnic blanket or something, you can set up in the field with your little group of friends, your knitters, or by yourself and meet some friends. Stay 6 feet apart from anybody not in your group, and I think it'll be really fun.
It'll be like the hill in the field.
So bring your projects, and everybody can and wear your Rhinebeck sweater.
Yes, and we'll record it for Christy Glass. We could do that.
So if you would like to come to our farm Rhinebeck weekend, you can come and bring your chair and sit in the field for free and knit and have fun and pray for good weather, and hopefully our yarn will be here.
And it goes fast. Those of you that know, in the past it goes.
Oh, I want to have a leaping llama contest. We don't have any llamas, but
we need a nun. Can we go to St. Rose and get a nun to come over? There's goats. Get Flippo goat.
What's our nun who comes with her sister?
Oh yeah, the sisters.
The sisters.
They can barely walk. I don't think they can jump. I'm so sad Rhinebeck's not happening. It hits me every once in a while. Like I'll just be home and normally it's like, oh, we're almost to Rhinebeck. Nope, we're not going. Oh, and like even like my sweaters, like I don't have my Rhinebeck sweater that I'm normally working on, or the logo design I'm usually working on right now, or like all that stuff. It's just so like such a bummer. But what are you gonna do? I get it.
She says keep moving. So I think we should do whips.
Oh, my whips are boring, but go ahead.
Mine is not boring.
What do you have?
My very first sweater.
Yours is not boring at all.
Okay, so I am working on the
boring at all.
Okay, so I am working on the Driftwood Pullover by K Crochets. Yeah. Okay.
Look at you, crochet sweater.
I wanted to. It is Tunisian crochet. It is a, I think she says easy intermediate level. Yep, difficulty easy intermediate. I would agree with that so far. It's done front panel, back panel, and then sleeves, and then collar. I finished the front panel.
It's your color.
It's not the color I really wanted. I wanted what I'm wearing, like more this kind of color, but
we couldn't find anything.
And I was also being cheap because I didn't know if I really was gonna finish the sweater. So you can see the texture, right? You see it?
Matches your kombucha.
It's not kombucha.
Whatever. Oh, your gin thing.
That's gin. Oh, I have a new quarantine cocktail. I like gin and grapefruit juice and seltzer. So that's I have the front panel done. I started the back last night at soccer. So that's as far as I got. That's my whip. My only whip.
That's your first real sweater?
Yeah. I started knitting one time with like super bulky, crappy yarn. And I gave up because the sweater looked terrible before it was even finished.
Yeah,
it was like cheap yarn.
I have something that's going to end up being for you. Do you want to see it?
Sure. But it's going to be a present.
It's a present. Okay, so our friend Denise, EarthtonesGirl, is running a sock knit along all fall. So it's called Falling Leaf Socks COWL 2020. And I became a sock knitter over quarantine. So, it started September 15th, and you have to do it for 3 months. You have to make 3 pairs of socks, and they have to be in fall kind of colors. Doesn't matter what sock it is, just whatever you want. So I have this yarn that I bought in Rhinebeck last year at the bazaar from Cake Wool, right?
Yep.
That's her name?
Yeah, she's cute.
And I started a farm girl shawl, and then I stopped because I forgot what I was doing. So it reminds me of Mom's hydrangeas at the end of the season. So anyway, so it is the rye light sock. So that is the cake.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Isn't it pretty? And then I used wool for the heels and the toes.
Oh, it's so pretty.
So it's a tin can knit. See like the pattern in the front? See that? I like those.
Oh, that's very pretty.
Yeah. So okay, Mom. So act surprised because they remind me of her hydrangea. So I have one done and I have the other one started. I'm only on the ribbing. But yeah, I started Oh!
Just kidding.
I started sock knitting and I really have enjoyed it. It's like the in-between, like I don't know what I'm knitting on now. And then I just started a sweater. It's super simple. It's also Tin Can Knits. It's the flax sweater without the panel. Like they have that kind of panel in the flax sweater on the sleeve, and I didn't do that. It's just plain. It's just gonna be a pullover. So I'm probably downloaded. Yeah. So I downloaded I bought a pattern and I thought, oh, I'm gonna make this. And I realized it just doesn't fit my body. Like her,
because you made another one from
I made another one by her, and it's a great pattern. It just like doesn't fit my body. So this is just super simple. Stripes, you know, nothing fancy. I can watch baseball and knit.
So the flax sweater is a solid sweater and you're doing the stripes.
I'm doing the stripes. It's the sweater pattern that I use for the basis of pretty much all sweaters. And then you can do whatever you want with it. It's a free pattern and it goes from newborn to gigantic.
Yeah, and everybody says it's a great one to start on too. If you've never made a sweater, I've seen lots of people posting. Yeah. I'm looking for a sweater and I hear lots of people suggest
like
that.
These little sweaters, the baby sweaters that I made.
Yeah.
Where are they? Oh, I made the cutest baby. I already showed it, but I put buttons on. But like this little teddy bear, which you've seen, that's the same sweater. So I'm just making it big. But I put little buttons. I've been making a lot of stuff to sell at the farm. Sorry. And you've seen this, but look at the buttons I put on. Can you see it? No, it's not showing up. Oh, they're so cute. I have stinky boys, so it's nice to make girl stuff.
My friend is having a girl.
After she has two boys. I don't know how people do that. I'm so impressed.
I'm jealous.
And then, okay, so those are my only whips.
I have lots of finished objects.
Okay, finished objects.
Like, I have a ton.
I'll go with this because it kind of goes with the little sweater. So this is, these are, what are they? Bloom Booties by Annie Rowden. She's one of my favorites. She's by Annie Claire. Look at them. Aren't they cute? Oh, they're so cute and little.
So these are all for the store.
These are all to sell. And I thought that goes well with that. Like this little set, Isn't that cute? Anyway, those are really cute. I want to make more of those. They're nice and quick.
I like those.
So Bloom Booties by Annie Rowden. I like them. Quick and easy. All right, go.
Want to alternate?
Sure.
So I've been dyeing up face masks. So I have to bag them individually, but they're all washed and clean. And these ones have the adjustable nose things and these ones don't. They're 100% cotton. I was thinking about putting them on Etsy. I don't know how it's gonna go though with the store and stuff. Like I can't control, like if somebody buys that one, I'm not available to take it off of Etsy.
It's almost like you need to have an Etsy stash and a store stash.
Yeah, so maybe I'll do that. So
yeah, those came out great. I've been sewing masks.
I've been wearing mine too, and I like them. So I wore them for, I don't know, a couple months before I even decided to dye them. So I like them. They're comfortable. I have a this is my mask. Like this is the one that I have been wearing.
Now it's a thing.
So I made a basket.
Oh, and there's cucumbers in it.
They're for you.
Oh, good. I can make pickles.
I needed a gathering basket for picking cucumbers and tomatoes. So I made my little basket and I'm so happy with it. I tried to make a different one and it turned out so bad I couldn't finish it. It was not good. So yeah, here's cucumbers for you.
Thank you.
Put them in your basket before I leave.
Thanks.
Okay, and then I just have like a million things. I have a new pattern.
Show it.
Well, I have to finish writing it up and get it out there. It's called the Hip Hip Hooray. Oh, I'm wearing my Ziggy. It's the first time I got to wear my Ziggy.
I've been enjoying Transplanted Country Girls, her knitted
Me too.
outfits.
Her knit outfit of the day. You try it on. You don't have anything on. So it's my new pattern. So it's simple. It's nice, easy. One skein.
I'm really blown out here.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
But it's like I like the one skein wonder projects that, you know, ooh, I bought that skein. What do I do with it?
Oh, I like that.
So I made that, and then here it is.
And it matches my shirt.
Here it is in a solid color in a bigger yarn, fatter yarn.
Is that the same yarn as that purple that I used?
Yeah. So I just need to get it written up, and then I will put it on Ravelry.
Yeah, it's nice.
So keep your eye out on Etsy. It's on my list to do. But
what's up with their scarf you're wearing?
My scarf?
Yeah.
The Ziggy. It's my Ziggy Interrupted. It's my giant Ziggy.
I love it.
Yeah, it's the first time I got to wear it. It was chilly today.
It's chilly today.
I wore
here
it to soccer
in New
this
Jersey.
morning. You want to do something?
Sure.
Show that thingy you were showing you were going to make it. Yeah, that one.
This thing.
Yeah.
The cowl.
Okay, so this is the Riptide by ZIELINS, but I think she has like a different name. You guys all probably know it. It's supposed to be double the size and like double it
like
over.
an infinity scarf.
Yep. So I decided this would keep me busy on the way to Pittsburgh because it's a long drive and it would keep my mind off of everything. So
I love it.
isn't it cool? So this is all alpaca and wool yarn. This is that Lana whatever de Oro Cascade, and then the black is 100% alpaca. So you had to do it in the round. Obviously it was really easy and quick. I hate Kitchener, so I had to do Kitchener for like this whole thing, and it took me like an hour, and no one could talk to me. Kitchener is how you graft like the end of a toe. It's the way you put it together, and you have to remember like knit on, knit off, purl on, purl off, and then if someone talks to you and you can't start over. So I do have some oopses, but I'm gonna hide them on the inside.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna be selling this at the farm, but I really enjoyed knitting this, and
It's
I put
very
on
pretty.
Instagram. I was like, I need a pattern idea, something to keep me busy on the ride, and you guys gave me her name.
And it's a tube.
Yeah, it's in the round. So.
Yeah.
And then I looked it up, and she has a million things that I want to make, like every single pattern. She was like, when I found out about Tammy Gore, I was like, oh, I want to make every single thing she makes. So that's what this is. I'm very happy with it. I'll put it on, keep myself warm. Okay. And I figured you could like turn it like depending on your outfit, right? Like you could do it that way, or you could do it all that way, or you could do it this way. Yeah.
Funny fish story.
We're going to interrupt the finished objects for a funny fish story.
Yeah.
All right. We were saying, like, you know, when you're going through our days, we're like, oh, that's funny. We could tell on the podcast.
Except it's been so long that
It's been so long we forget all of them. So it's like, what could be a funny thing? So my son Chase had a birthday in July, and he wanted a new fish, a betta fish. So I was like, sure, we can get a betta fish, no problem. So we go get the fish. We've had it for like a week. I'm like, oh, time to change the tank water. So I'm trying very carefully to change the tank water, and he was out playing. I think he was here outside playing, and I'm doing it, and I'm in the sink, and I'm and the fish is still in there. But I'm thinking I'm gonna put the fish in like the little cup and then put him over here. But I was like, I could do this without doing that. And then just as I was like that, he went woo, and he went boom. He went down the drain.
I can't believe you went right down the drain.
But then when you said Dalton to buy him a
Then, so I knew Dalton, my oldest, he was still home, he wasn't in college yet. I knew he was on the road getting breakfast across the street from where the pet store is, where I got it. I said, Dalton, go right now and get me a new fish. He goes, what happened? I said, it went right down the drain. It happened so fast. Like, oh, it's gone. And then he went in, he said, Mom, there are no betta fish here. There's none. There's not one in the store. I was like, there has to be. No, not one fish in the store. So I said, well,
did he miss the whole wall of them because they're not by the fish?
No, that I told him to go over there, and he was in AP something with one of the girls that works there, and so he asked her, and she's like, "No, we're all out." I'm like, "How are you out of betta fish?" So I said, "You know what? I'll just wait until he realizes it's not there." Right? He walks in the house. He's like, "Where's my fish?" And I was like, "Oh." So I told him he was sad, but it was okay. But then Wade had his birthday.
So my little one Grant went to a birthday party, and it was like, welcome to the Shark Tank. And when I got there to pick him up, he was like, guess what we got? A fish! Well, my kids love getting fair fish, you know, from the fair. The one thing we can walk to.
We didn't have the fair.
No fair. So he was so excited. So she went to the dollar store and got the cutest, they must be for like votive candles or something, but they look like fish bowls. And she put rocks and stuff, and they each got to take home a fish. And Wade's birthday was just a couple of weeks after that. So I was like, oh, we are totally doing fair fish. That was the most fun thing to come home with. People are going to hate me. But no. The only people we invited were super close friends and family. So I was like, everybody's fine.
So last week we got a new fish, and it's very happy, and it's in the tank, and I will not pour it over the
Is
thing.
it in his little bowl still?
No, we put him in the betta fish tank.
Oh, yeah.
The one that he jumped out of. And first I told him that he jumped out. He didn't really jump out. I was pouring him out, and then he did like a whoo. My friend Amy's fish committed suicide. It jumped out of the bowl and was on the ground, and that was a 5-year-old fair fish.
Our fair fish, let's look them. So I'm thinking I'm going to the fish store, and I'm spending like $1.25.
They're like 7 cents each.
17 cents. I bought a dozen fish and they were 17 cents each.
Dalton tried to buy a bunch when he was young. They were like 8th grade. They weren't allowed. The store didn't allow them.
Well, the girl said, so I told the girl who was helping me, I was like, I'm giving them out as, this is like their goodie bag at a birthday party. She goes, that's fantastic. I'm so glad they're not being fed to turtles or something. She goes, they're just feeder fish.
Or in college, they drink them. They eat them.
They do eat them. We used to have to go buy them in college because Nick's roommate had a red Oscar, which is like a big, like, piranha-looking fish. And
we had those in college.
ones.
I had a friend in college that had a piranha.
Yeah.
Ah, college. Good stuff.
Okay.
College stories. All right, what else do you have? I have other stuff.
I have so much stuff here.
I have 2 hats that are the same pattern on the Sea Train by...
Oh, I forget what this was called. I gotta look that up while you're doing that.
Espatrico, maybe, on the Sea Train. It's just simple ribs, but it's got a cool decrease. See that decrease? It's pretty neat if you're a knitter. One of those, one of these. Alpaca. Easy. Free pattern.
Should we talk about these?
Oh, I made them and we sold them.
We did. So
we embroidered hats.
We embroidered hats this summer. I only have 2 left. Maybe I'll add to them because the ones that had more sold
Walmart
faster.
had nice plain ones today, but they weren't cheap. They were like $8 each.
So I found these hats at a local like nursery, plant nursery. And she had literally just sent me a picture of these super cute embroidered hats. And she was like, we should do these for the farm. So
yeah,
we did them and I put them on Etsy and poof, they were gone.
They sold that day.
Yeah, every one we put up pretty much. These are the
I'm
last
going to
2.
do that on a mask. So I bought fabric today and
Yeah.
I'm going to embroider masks.
That was my thinking, but the ones that I got, the cotton ones, are a little too stretchy. They're just not the right fit, I don't think. Oh, if you want to see how the masks fit. This one does not have the adjustable nose, but they are adult sized. It fits me great. It does not fit my husband. He has a giant head, apparently. No, I know he has a giant head, but he has a very big head, and
He has a very big brain.
he has a big brain. He's a big guy, 6 feet tall, and it's too big for my kids. It doesn't fit around their ears.
So it's like girls.
So women, adult, like teenagers and women, or a small man. We have friends that it would fit.
Are you a small man? We have the perfect mask for you.
Okay.
I have the ARIKA cowl.
Oh, you could show your ARIKA cowl.
Should I put
These
it
are
on?
all things that we constantly make because it's for the farm store.
Yeah, but people may
But
not
we
have
love
watched before.
these. Like, these are our tried and true patterns.
It's just nice. I like to wear them under a jean jacket.
I love it.
And then I make what's called the Azaka cowl,
I like this one.
and it's a crochet version. So if you like the look of this,
It's
check out the
knitted.
Azaka.
It's knitted flat, and then you sew it up.
I
when you're
have a
done.
new pattern.
Oh, it could
So-
be like a mask too.
No,
But it's holy.
That doesn't block anything.
We would fail that test. You know when they sneeze on Good Morning America, it goes. Pew! It's terrible, isn't it? I hope all of you are healthy. It's calmed down quite a bit here, but I don't know.
All right, I have a
Still
new
happening.
triangle pattern. So it's the same stitch that's in that little cowl I made. It's hard to see there. So this is the, I don't
That's
know.
pretty too.
So the other one's called the hip hip hooray because it's a 3-step little like thing that you do. So I thought when you're doing, you go hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray. So this is the hip hip hooray triangle because I don't have a better name for it. And this one, I thought you could wrap it around, and I put a loop on this end, just a little loop,
And a button.
and a button over on this corner.
Oh, Purple Debbie would like that.
And then it just buttons over to the side like that. 'Cause
I like that.
I hate fussy scarves. I like when they stay put.
Yeah.
So, and this is a good like scrappy project. You can do like these are all actually Feederbrook, and then the orange is from Carrie. It's from Schweitzer's. So I just kind of was using up stash, but you can do it solid. But I thought it was kind of fun with that little button.
You
like
got that at Joanne Fabric when we went.
I did.
We made a run up to Joanne's. I needed, I forget what we went for. I wanted elastic for masks.
Elastic for masks is what you went for.
Was empty, and I found elastic in a bin of yarn. Like someone like either hid it or put it there. Oh, I wanted to get cotton yarn for soap sacks. That's the other thing I went
Do you have
for.
soap sacks?
I do have soap sacks.
So I would like to make our farm a drop-off for soap sacks. So if you haven't checked out Stacy at Soap Sacks, we've talked about her before. SACS stands for Supporting a Community with Kindness. Oh,
yes, supporting a community with kindness. It can be used as a washcloth or to store your soap, and is made from cotton yarn, so it is nice and soft. So it's given out at food pantries because I guess food stamps do not include toiletries. So you put a soap in there, and you can make these little
soap has to be in the
sacks.
original packaging. Do not take it out of the packaging.
So I made all cotton. I just knitted like seed stitch. I did one that was ribbed. You know, just whatever. I had this one as an example she gave to me one night, so I'm just going to give that one back. Because I was going to have our seniors do them
and what you do
work.
is you just drop them off at any food pantry, anywhere, and they're happy to take them.
Yeah.
And they give them out to anybody who wants one. And it's really a nice thing.
Yeah.
And you can get that cotton yarn so cheap. I mean, all the major,
super cheap.
all the major like chains sell it like, they always have it like 10 for 10 at some point.
Yeah.
Where you can get like 3 or 4 out of one skein.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And they're nice in between projects when you don't have something going on. You can just like, you knit a
they're
square
fun.
and then you
Or
sew
if you
it
have
up.
leftover yarn on a project, if you're doing anything that's cotton or cotton blend. So I just did, this is a, oh, I should get the kids over here because this is kid size. So this is called this is a brand new pattern. It's coming out October 2nd. So I tested this one for K Crochets, and it's called the Branch Out Beanie.
Is that the same? Look at, it looks like the
Isn't
same
it
decrease as
cool?
this. Look, see?
Fun, right?
Is that the same one your sweater's from?
Yes. So this is the Branch Out Beanie, and this is in sheep cheese.
Sounds like you're cursing.
No, sheep cheese. I think it's. I don't know how to say it. And it's called their Stone Washed, and the yarn is
I like
from
that little thing there.
Yarn Addicted. So that was our testers. I was like, okay, something this not good. Like the way that they ended wasn't good. So I had one suggestion, and then another girl, one of the other testers, had this suggestion so that
I like that.
the branches come down and join. So that was because of testers. So if you are designing, make sure you send it to good testers. So this is the kid size. And that's that. But I had extra, and it's a cotton blend. So I made a couple soap sacks with it. So if you have some extra yarn laying around, make a soap sack. And if you don't want to drive it to your local food pantry, drop them off at our farm and we'll take them. You also don't have to fill them with soap. Stacy gets lots of donations, I think, also, right? Doesn't she get people who just donate money, and then she uses that to buy the soap, and she fills them. So lots of people just make the soap sacks and they don't fill them, and they send them right to Stacy. But if you would like to drop them off at our store, I'd be happy to deliver them to a food pantry for you and fill them.
And I also have a donation of cotton yarn from Seashore Sharon. So if you want yarn,
if you want to make a couple and you don't have it,
just ask us, and I have Seashore Sharon donated. Good old Seashore Sharon.
Talking about our baby?
no. If you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, you will know that we had a baby today, and we needed that baby. I got a phone call. I think she's in labor. I'm pretty sure. And I said, okay. And I said, I'm just changing. I'll be right over. And then 20 seconds later, get a call from Dad. Baby on the ground.
That's easy.
She was in labor. And he is super cute. It was chilly today. The sun was out. It's beautiful, but it was a little breezy and it was chilly. So we got him all dried up. And as we're drying him up, he's trying to like nurse on my shoulder, like my neck. And I was like, no, no, no. So I just lifted him up and he nursed. So within, and then he walked, which is funny. They usually like get their sea legs and walk around, and then we kind of help him nurse. He was like, nope, I want the food.
He's a boy.
So he's a boy. But the boys are kind of usually dumb. And they're like, where do I go? He was like, I want the food. That's where I go. Okay.
He's really good. He's cute. He's white. Well, you'll see the pictures.
We've never had
right?
one like him. So
he looks different than anyone I've ever seen here.
He's probably going to be gray, but he's very black right now with gray spots and white. He's got a white face and
Really
white
cute.
lower feet. I'll put a picture in here. And
yeah. His name?
Oh, so we have like a running list of names, like, you know, just ideas. And I said to Mom, I said, we haven't used Top Shelf yet. Should we call him Arrow Acres Top Shelf and we'll call him Tito's? So we're gonna call him Tito. I think it's perfect. Did you see Sue's comment? Is the next one gonna be called Cranberry? We have one more due. Hopefully all goes well. Praying that we have another nice, easy delivery. Any day, she's due any day. But that's it.
That's
so
funny.
Yeah. Alpacas were moved around today. Babies, the big babies from the spring are over there. So we have lots of critters to see if you do come by the farm. All right, what else?
All right, so I did all my knitting.
Oh, I have like a ton. This is full.
We've been busy.
This is called the Tunisian full stitch, which I've never done before, but I thought that's really pretty and that would make a cute little cowl. I had a skeiny yarn. So it's just like cowl, basic, super basic. But it was Tunisian crochet. The only thing was you had to know what row, like it alternated, but it was kind of hard to tell. This is the Tunisian honeycomb stitch that I'm doing on my sweater, and I made an infinity scarf with it.
That's very pretty.
I really like this. And then I did it in black. It's kind of hard.
Oh, that's the one you were sending me the picture. I was like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
So I only had one skein to work with, so I wanted to make a cute little scarf. So I made a little loop.
That's like remember the one I knitted you and it was super hard? That's how the style is.
Yeah, and I liked it. So like it just kind of, another easy to wear. You don't have to fuss with it. You can tighten it. You can shorten it. And then, oh, this is another one of those branch out beanies.
Yeah, they're cute.
Oh, this was my test. So
that would be cute with the pom-pom.
So we were really fortunate with that test knit. There's a, you can go on Instagram. Her name is Yarn Addicted. She is a retailer for that ship just whatever. That yarn.
I know.
No, it's not American. It's like, it's from somewhere else.
I know, but you sound like you're saying bad words.
It's like SHEEPJES. So it looks like sheep jess. I don't know. But so she shipped us all yarn for our hats, all the testers, which was so nice.
Very nice.
But I couldn't wait. So I did it first. And so this is what, see how mine end?
Mm-hmm.
So this was like, remember that little thing before I was showing you? So that's different. Mom. So I've done a few of them. Hold on.
So
nope, you're fine.
Made me bleed,
okay, you're fine.
And it looks like I have stitches.
You don't have stitches.
It looks like this one is out.
I'm not going to show this because I don't know the name of it. I don't know what it is. I made a big fluffy huge white
cute.
Just fun and white. So this is the same pattern that like the cowl and the triangle shawl are. I make hats in it all the time, but I've decided I don't like writing hat patterns for sale because you have to have like perfect measurements and numbers and sizes. Hold on. Grant, stop. Walk away. He picked out the biggest pumpkin on the farm like months ago that he wanted, and we picked it today.
He rolled it out of the garden. It's bigger than him.
It's gigantic. And
he was just
now he like wants to like stand on it and jump
But it's going to break and then it'll rot. And that would be bad.
Here's another one of those little branch outs.
Oh, that one's cute.
This was stash. It's the same yarn.
Yeah,
it's
I like it.
But see that orange right,
I like that.
Right on the edge?
It's fun. It would have been nice if it went all the way around.
Yeah. It would have.
It's still very cute.
Here's another one of those cowls.
Ooh, very beachy.
So my hip hip hooray. This I dyed this yarn. Hip hip
I like that.
Isn't that a fun name too? Hip hip hooray. Here's another new pattern. Does not have a name. I got nothing.
I thought it was a beach plane.
So we live right near a little airport.
That picks up the signs. You know the sign?
They don't go here anymore.
What?
They go down to like
They don't
Dix.
pick them up here anymore?
They haven't done that in years.
They used to pick up the signs that go on the beach.
Well, it's called Alair Executive.
Yeah.
Monmouth Executive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that. And it used to be Alair Airport, right?
Yeah.
So now it's Monmouth Executive. Well, lots of executives live around here and have purchased beautiful new planes during quarantine. And they come in so low over our house.
I don't talk about it.
She thinks she's gonna die because a plane's
You all
gonna
know
hit her
that.
house.
They know that, right? They know that story.
I think so.
I'm going
She's
to die.
convinced.
I'm going to be sitting on my couch, knitting, watching a very nice Hallmark movie, drinking wine, and a plane is going to come in
Candace
and kill
Cameron's just about to gonna be kissing the guy.
It better not be the last 5 minutes of a Hallmark movie when I die. I'll be really mad.
But really, really, really big planes are starting to come in because they don't want to go to Newark.
And they're scary. And I don't like it.
They're big and loud.
And I
Never go to an air show.
An air show. Oh no, that's what Rick says. Oh, people die at air shows, and they do. But that is, I've always lived, everywhere I've lived, it's only 3 places I've lived, is in the line of an airport. This one, then Kutztown College, right next to us, and then Doylestown, lived right underneath it. Like, I'm right in the flight pattern. And
There
they
are
come
always
so low.
Wait.
And that's how I'm going to die. Remember Santa? Remember the day the plane came down? Whoop!
Oh,
And I thought I was going to die?
I wasn't there. I was at work.
It's not funny. It's you with spiders, is me with it. But
Yeah.
a spider's not going to kill you. An airplane
It
could
is.
kill me.
It is going to kill me.
It's
They're
not going
venomous.
to kill you.
Mhm.
No, they're not.
Wade had like a big nasty bug bite that turned into an infection in his leg, and it was
I bet
a
it had
spider coming.
eggs. I got egg laid in my leg.
It was the spider trying to kill our family.
No,
so.
I got bit, remember, in high school, and I swear that it laid eggs in my leg, and no one believes me. I had eggs in my leg. I was a mom. I was Charlotte's mom. And
You were Charlotte's mom.
wait, were you were away. They went away. They went to Lake George, and she was doing the feeding and stuff, and there was a spider that was like, I mean a spider on the front of the golf cart. Now, were you driving the golf cart one day like this?
Every day.
And I'm at my
But
desk.
it had already been there for a week.
No, I know. But you were driving, and I could see you going,
So what
and
would
I
happen?
could see it from my desk, and I couldn't get my phone up quick enough, and I started laughing so hard because you're by yourself.
What would happen is this spider every single day would make a web right in front of the driver, up in the corner.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. And if it was up hiding its little hole in the plastic, no big deal. You stay up there. I respect you. You're gonna eat the fly that's gonna hop in there. Cool. When it's sitting in the middle of the web at eye level, and I'm driving, and the web is leaning into me.
Yeah, she was like this.
I would drive so
That's
slow.
my
And I was, I was driving very slow because the faster you go, the more the web comes in.
I was hysterical, and I couldn't get my phone up quick enough.
No,
Did Dalton text you?
it moved. The spider.
He was at college, and he heard a golf cart go by.
And he felt like
He goes, he wrote with me, he goes, that was the weirdest thing. I'm in my dorm, and I just heard a golf cart go by. I said, I bet that one wasn't full of alpaca poop.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Oh, my sign I made?
Beautiful. All right. Back to opening the farm. Big Donnie's got a flyer to show you.
I made some.
We're not distancing 6 feet.
We're distancing an alpaca length.
And don't get too close because they kick and they spit.
I should have made them.
Should have made one like kicking and one spitting. I love them. They're fantastic.
Yes. I had to make a lot.
They're
My
great.
work, I'm the designer for our whole entire company. And I had to do a lot of those.
I found Ham.
Aww.
Isn't he really cute?
You need to get a guinea pig.
So we guinea pig sat this summer a few
So
times.
cute.
And I love her.
I had no idea how sweet and soft and cute guinea pigs are. Why do you have a little hamster in your...
It's Ham. We've had him since the kids were tiny. And they were like, they wanted the guinea pig to like be comfortable. So they put this with the guinea pig and it ended up in my basket.
Reminds me of the Powers Gizmo that got eaten like 5 times. There was like Gizmo 1, Gizmo 2, Gizmo 3, Gizmo 4. Oh, it's fun. Yeah. Oh. Ooh, I like that one.
Just stuff I made for the farm store. No pattern. Sorry, folks.
That looks like Andy's tequila sunrise that she drinks.
my silly hat?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, Peanut Gallery has stuff to show. Look
Wait,
at all the
I have so many things. This is that Hip Hip Hooray, but it's the hat version, which you all can figure
You've
out.
been doing crochet for money.
So I got my mojo back. Like, I got it back.
Yeah, you were in a funk.
I was in a big, big, big funk. I got
Yeah, you're
farmed.
back.
So you know what I did? I think I talked about it last time. Oh, some of this stuff I think I showed.
This is cute. I like the pom-poms.
I went into my stash and I balled up yarn. And it totally inspired me. And like I have said 5,000 times, I love one skein projects. Quick, I can make them in a day or two. So to see the yarn.
Oh, she doesn't want to be in it. This is knit collage stuff.
Oh wait, where's that one that needs a name? Where'd that
Oh,
one go?
these are cute, Mom.
I lost. Oh,
So
there it
she
is.
makes them on the loom, like
She's
the
a knitting
peg
one.
loom. So hand spun.
Go away.
So she spins the yarn,
So-
and then she bought knit collage.
So
They're
like
like
this is
ribbony
hand
yarn.
spun here.
I mean, from
This is
My big
farm yarn, knit collage.
Ooh.
that way.
Oh,
Hand
these
spun.
are so fun. Oh, I like this one.
Hand spun. You start, you do the brim and then hand spun on most of them. Oh, how fun!
I like this one a
These
lot.
are so fun. Good colors, and you've got that sari silk in there.
Oh, these are cute.
Oh, this is all hand spun in here. Love it. Where's the one that you weren't sure about?
It's still home.
Oh, it's still home? She made one and she's like, I don't know. Sometimes I like it and sometimes I don't. She showed it to me. I was like, I love it.
Someone might like it.
I love the one
I
she
like
made.
this.
She makes the pom-pom first. So she takes all the yarns that she thinks she's going to use in a hat and she makes the pom-pom. And like, if it looks like, she wraps it around, and if it looks cute, perfect, right? So she pom-poms first.
I met a lady at the baseball field today. Maybe she's watching. I told her about our podcast. Jack's. It's not Jack's. Is it Jack's grandma? I don't know. It's someone's grandma. Anyway, she's a new knitter, and she came over and noticed I was knitting, and we were talking. She's like, oh, I'm a new knitter, like last March, not this past March, like a year and a half she's been knitting. And she said, I made the knit collage that little sweater.
Oh, yeah,
that was with
that's
this
cute.
stuff. So I was telling her about your hats, how you use. So this is the hat I was talking about. If you're watching, this is the hat I was talking about. I told her we were going to try to podcast today. We thought.
So I made another cowl pattern
Ooh, this one's so
and I
soft.
wrote it,
This one's
but
very
it doesn't
Christina.
have a name. And I have no name idea. So that's sari silk in there. See?
What?
That pretty?
Oh, like,
Sari silk ribbon?
Yeah, like Indian.
They turn it into yarn.
oh.
So
I like
this
that one.
needs a name.
It's not Hip Hip Hooray?
No, this is not Hip Hip Hooray. And I don't like patterns based on the color because you're not going to make the same color as me. So like, people say like, teal sunrise, you know, but that's like the yarn color.
Yeah.
So it's like a, I don't know, 5-row repeat or something. Something like that. So if you have a name suggestion for this cowl, I got nothing. My
I got
creative
nothing.
juices are, I got nothing.
Mojo.
Mojo.
We made Mojo.
That's another cute one. Light and airy, good for fall and spring.
I made socks. Those are cute, right? We were with me. We went to Joanne Fabrics. I got patent Croy socks, yarn. I like when it stripes.
Yeah.
And then I had the green. It's that Backyard Fiberworks. It's in my Sunset Highway.
Yeah.
From like 3
Who
years.
are they for? Are they
Me.
Oh, I thought they were for Chase. I totally thought in the picture they were going to be, you were like, these are for Chase.
Okay, I offered to make them for Chase. And I said, Chase, I'm making these socks. Would you like them? He goes, I'm not so good with socks. So socks.
It's not so good. with
Okay, so
socks.
socks
He
disappear.
left socks behind my grill the other day. I'm like, who takes off socks and puts them behind the grill?
So socks
Why?
disappear in my house. And
Why?
as my husband says, I think that they're disposable, which they're not, but I lose them in the wash all the time.
How do you lose them in the
I don't know,
wash?
but Dalton, my oldest, is in college and he's done his laundry multiple times and he called me to tell me, just so I know.
And he used to do wash at your house.
Yes, just so I know he has not lost a pair of socks. Whatever. He also forgot to put detergent in it, so whatever.
I think you guys should knit a little coat for the new baby.
Oh, that would be cute.
No, I think we should get like the old sweat. So Mom just said she thinks that we should knit a coat for the new baby alpaca because it's going to get chilly. He's very little. So the rule of thumb is 40-40. So if it's going to be under 40 degrees, under 40 pounds, you coat them. Well, it's going to be in the 50s. He's a brand new, not even 24-hour-old baby. He's getting a coat tonight. Because our alpacas, we don't lock them. Well, he'll be locked in tonight, but it's still chilly, you know? So they make little alpaca coats. But I think we should go to like Goodwill. And we should get some, we should get some wool sweaters and boil them, like cut them, sew them, like make it cool.
Oh,
funky,
yeah. Like Seashore Sharon makes those purses for it, like those little project
and then,
bags.
Little boil it and felt it. So
okay.
I have a silly question.
There's no silly question. No,
I take that back. It's not a silly question. My answer is silly. So what is the best thing that has happened in 2020?
Oh, yeah, your answer.
My answer doesn't make sense right now, though, and I'm so sad.
Oh, it doesn't. You did mention this to me.
My curly hair is back. It's straight today, just because I had a busy week and I knew it, so I straightened my hair.
Our hair's been looking very nice lately. When we have our babies, we lose our curls.
Are back.
And Mom got keratin.
She goes, something happened and I thought something, whatever. She was doing something else and I was hoping she was getting good news about something. And she goes, oh yes, I just got the best text message. And I was like, oh, thank God that happened. And she goes, Stacy said she could do my hair. I was like, oh.
I would love to try that one time. Yeah. Oh, that would be so nice. The best thing that happened to me in 2020, I guess getting Dalton off to college successfully. Yeah. That was definitely a big deal and very happy that happened.
How about you guys? I want to know like good things. What has happened in 2020 that is good? There's so much negativity.
There really is.
And I'm not a negative person, so it's been very difficult for me. Even with friends, I have friends in different school districts. They're back partly virtual, partly in school, and like they had an assignment for the second grader and said, what's your favorite part of school? And she said, there's nothing, I don't like anything. I don't like wearing a mask. I don't
sounds like Chase.
So no, Chase did great.
He did good. Our kids just started this week.
Yeah, our kids were delayed a week and they're in now, but like she said nothing.
Have a good pumpkin
My
patch.
mom's happy that she got a crazy pumpkin patch. Crazy pumpkin patch. Wait till you see these pumpkins. There are more pumpkins.
There's more pumpkins. There's Cinderella pumpkins that are really cool. I like those a lot because we're gonna leave them in the fence so the deer don't eat them up here.
We got nervous, but the deer are gonna reach their heads through and.
I said like that movie Over the Hedge. If you've ever seen that, it's old. It's like 20 years old now. Over the Hedge. And like I'm thinking of all these animals watching us. They're like, oh, look what they're putting out for us. It's the buffet. Like, thank you. We're going to eat
Should I show them these little ones?
Sure.
So look.
It's like a trough.
We have hay troughs full of pumpkins and gourds.
Dad's here.
Dad's here. He's got pizza for you. Go get him.
Actually?
Yes, actually. Don't run in front of the truck.
Pizza! Careful. Well, I had not been, I'm a big reader, as you guys know. I must have read 4 or 5 books that I didn't finish, and I put them down, and I was just like, I don't know why. I wasn't into any of them. I also didn't have my normal beach time that I have.
I also started watching a show, and she's like, oh, I tried it, and it was awful. I was like, no, it's not. It's fantastic.
Oh, well, it took me 2 episodes. That was during the power outage.
Yeah.
Upload
on Prime.
Yeah, we got waffle by a tree.
Oh, yeah, we had trees down. We had it was a tropical storm by the time it hit us. Trees down everywhere, power out for a week.
It was terrible. It really stunk.
That's why we were planning on podcasting and then that happened.
It was a lot. And then I was getting ready to take, it was the week I was taking Dalton to college. We had no power. We all had to scatter. People lived at other people's houses. I was at Andy's house, at my in-laws' house, working. It was like a nut. It was crazy. So, oh yeah, so shows, upload. So she said on Prime. And I'm like, this is a terrible show. I don't know why they think I would like it. I watched the first episode. I'm like, this is horrible. Second episode,
no, you didn't even watch the first episode.
I watched 4 minutes. Yeah, 4 minutes.
I was like, no, you have to keep going. Just
watch
keep going.
The second episode, and I'm like, this is so dumb. And the last like 2 minutes of the second episode, I was like, I'm 100% in.
I loved it. I
hooked.
loved the actors.
And then I watched
their
it
characters
nonstop, and I enjoyed it. It was stupid.
Stupid. Stupid.
And I loved it. I also watched Handmaid's Tale and finished that.
So
Holy crow.
I watched Handmaid's Tale live.
Like, I waited for that last episode, and I was like, and I knew it was
It's so
over.
good.
My heart.
No spoilers here.
I won't spoil anything. I could only watch that show, though, 2 at a time. That is not a bingeable show.
No. But I watched that show, like,
you haven't seen it yet,
I couldn't
Mom.
wait for Wednesdays. I would clean poop and go home and be like, I literally couldn't wait.
Move. And I think I'm like this the whole time.
You're like, what is happening?
It was insane.
It's so good. That's on Hulu. Handmaid's Tale.
And so good.
And they're contracted for another season.
Yes, they're. I guess because of COVID, it got
pushed all.
But I think they're working on it. So that was crazy.
So
and the
good.
other one I watched, Mom, we have to get you Hulu. Okay, normal people.
This is no children.
No.
Awake in your house, just no kids. No kids.
I was like,
no kids.
I
was embarrassed to tell her that I was watching it. I was like,
okay.
I like the show.
But wait, the best part is,
I don't know if I want to like tell her to watch
that you're watching it. Yeah. So I told you I watched it, and you were like, "All right, I watched the whole thing." Okay, so it's British, which I enjoy, and it's in London. No, Ireland.
Ireland,
and
he's
the
Irish.
boy in it is very handsome and very cute, and reminds me so
but he's
much.
like a different handsome.
Yes,
because he's kind of not so attractive sometimes,
but he looks
very attractive
just
other times.
Like my friend's son. I mean,
very much. And then the clothes would come up. I go,
he was completely naked, 100% naked, no clothes at all, nothing. And apparently in Ireland and England, it's different than the United States. So you see everything.
And I'm going, is this really happening?
I looked it up.
What is happening?
I Googled to see if they were really doing it because it looked real.
They're always naked. Always.
So then
but it's not like gross, like you're watching like obscene stuff.
No. It's a wonderful. I loved the show. I loved it. It follows their like relationship from high school till like college and after college. But the whole time, but at first, the first episode, they're not naked, and I thought, oh my god, it's just like Aiden. Oh, I love him. He's just like Aiden.
And then he just
I was
clothes
like,
off.
Aiden, put your clothes back on. And I was about to text Rita. She lives in Germany, but it was the time difference was wrong. So I was like, oh, it's like 2 a.m. there. So I was going to say, oh my God, you have to watch this show.
No,
he's just like Aiden. Well, he wasn't naked yet.
Oh.
And I was like, it's just like Aiden. Thank God the time difference because he's naked. And then she'd be like, oh, nice. That's my kid naked. And then I said, it was me, and you were like, me too.
And I've been watching Kim Convenience on Netflix. I love it, Mr. Kim, so much. And his convenience store. I love it. My mom's sister was like, this is awful.
Wait, so
no, Nick and I love it.
My friends recommended to me, so I watched 1 episode, recommended to you. I'm only on episode 2, and you guys are like, finished the whole thing.
I'm like, I have a couple episodes left. Mr. Kim, a convenience store. They're in Toronto.
Yes.
And Mr. Kim is a very funny man. Jenny, his daughter named Jenny. And Mr. Kim. Oh, well, you haven't even watched them.
I watched the funeral.
Mr. Mehta.
No, I watched the funeral.
You watched the funeral? So we have a joke in our family that it's not fun. This is not funny, but there's something wrong with us. We think it's funny. So my mom's sister died almost 2 years ago.
Yes.
And at her funeral, we're like, oh my gosh, look at all the beautiful pictures they have of Aunt Connie and Uncle Ronnie and with Amy, like everything, like
beautiful
any holiday,
pictures.
like beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pictures all over the house. Like you know, they had slideshows, and it was like still going, it's still going. We're like, there are so many pictures. Mom, you can't die. We have no pictures of you.
If we do have a picture, I don't know. We're standing in front going, cheers, or we're dirty. Like there's no.
We're dirty from farm clothes. We're at a soccer tournament.
Or from when we went cross country and it was like 28 years ago. There's like.
No, 30 years ago. It was 30 years ago when we went cross country.
30 years ago.
I was 5.
Oh yeah, I was like 11 and I'm 42. Yeah, so we have nothing. So now the big joke is when we're at like family, like we're like, smile,
say cheese,
funeral picture.
Okay. So even if you don't want to watch the show, just watch episode 3. The daughter Janet is in photography school. So Janet's friend Gerald take nice picture of Mrs. Kim. And Mr. Kim walk in and goes, oh, that's a nice funeral photo. You take my funeral photo? So it's all, so then he's like posing and he's like, so he goes, oh, you take a more candid picture, okay? You catch me off guard. Stocking shelves at his convenience store. It's just funny. I love it so much. And I died watching it. I'm like, you guys have to watch episode 3.
So I've watched episode 3. That's
It's a funeral photo. Oh,
on the
that's
wall.
a nice funeral. There's something wrong with us. But apparently it's not just us. They made a whole show about it. Made me feel okay.
Oh, so those were our shows. And then I had books. I have 2 books I want to recommend. One is It Was Always This Way. Excellent, excellent book. I highly recommend. The same one that recommended Mr. Kim recommended that one.
I think I just dribbled.
It's about a transgender, like a little boy who thinks he's a girl when he's like tiny. And the family, he's the youngest of 4. And it's like how it's not a real family, but the author has a son that like was transgender. So our friend
based
kind of on her life, like her experience, and our friend's son is transgender, so they are the ones that recommended,
right?
Yeah, and it's a great read. I mean, it was really.
And who's it by?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'll
look it up.
It's called.
It'll be linked at the bottom.
It Was Always This Way, something like that. And then the other one is called Musical Chairs, and I really, really liked it. It's silly, it's cute, it's quick. It's about a woman that's in a little like a trio, like a cellist and violin, but it's about her family, and it's like funky little, like the kids come home and there's like drama and there's romance and there's funny, like they get drunk and like her dad is a famous composer, so I had the musical part, but it was really, really enjoyable and I highly recommend it. And I got that from a podcast called From the Front Porch, that I discovered that during quarantine. And she has a little bookstore in Georgia, and she will talk about the books she read that month, and like that's her job. So she reads like 12 books a month, and she'll like say what she read, whether she liked them, didn't, and a little like what it's about. So I've been going off of her, and that was one of them, and it was very, very good.
Have you checked out Shelby Monet, her book club? Do you like anything that she like? Because there are people who like certain books.
Yes. Yep, she likes similar ones to me. Yep. So, I haven't been able to catch her. Like, I'll see she's going live, and then either I'm in the middle of work. Right. Sometimes she goes in like the middle of the day, and I can't like hop on. But
so if you know Gigi Made It, her daughter Shelby Monet. Is it called Shelby Monet
Book Club?
Shelby Monet Book Club or something. I'll have it linked.
Yeah.
And check her out on Instagram because she recommends books.
Yeah, we'll look it up.
So if you like certain, like it's nice to find people who recommend. Yeah. Similar books that you like.
Yeah. So I just got a book out of the library by Kristen Hanna, True Heroes, I think it's called, or something, True Color, something like that, and it's about like helicopter people. But I'm only a couple pages in. I haven't had time to watch. I've been watching TV more, I guess.
I have a question for you guys. So
now the lighting is nice.
Yeah. Now that I'm at the soccer fields a lot.
Oh yeah.
I'm at the soccer fields. 2 hours Tuesday, 2 hours Friday, at least 2 hours. And I have been walking and running and then going to Wendy's. No, that was not my intention. My intention is to get moving more. And last night I ran like a good amount, and we were going to go home and make homemade pizzas. And then I realized that I used the mozzarella cheese on the chicken parm for Nick's birthday on Monday. So I was like,
Wendy's it was. Bye.
I gotta go weigh the baby.
Wait, take your hats.
Oh, okay.
Peanut Gallery is leaving. We're almost done. So anyway, I'm doing a lot of walking, and I thought yesterday, ooh, I should listen to some podcasts.
Bye, people.
Bye.
I don't know. So I need suggestions. I have Spotify. If you can suggest stories or comedians that are like nice long sets, or or podcasts that are like very interesting, I would like that because
I
now
gave you Armchair Expert with Dak Shepard. He has really good interviews.
But I would like to know which ones are good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The first season of Serial, it's from years ago. I listened to that Painting My Chicken Coop.
Okay.
Okay. That's really good. It's like a murder story.
Okay. That's on Spotify.
Well, you can do Downcast, Spotify, iTunes. Like, you can get all the same podcasts from anywhere. Okay. So, like, podcasters usually put those, like, audio ones. She's talking about audio.
I'm talking about audio, not visual. Yeah. Yes, because I'm walking.
Yeah.
So I have little earbuds.
I like The Moth. Those are the storytellers that get up and just kind of have to tell a story.
I did a couple. They were
quick.
Some
are not good. Some are sad. And, like, right now, time is, like, you know, everything's very, like, you know.
I want happy, funny, quirky.
Yeah. There was a funny one called By the Books, and it was two girls. It'd be like me and you read a self-help book, and then you're supposed to do it for a week. Oh, good catch.
Woo!
So you're supposed to then follow it for a week, and then they like get back together to talk about like, how did you do? Did you actually do it? Like, oh my God, that was terrible. Or like one was like, yeah, to get up early and like meditate in the morning. And her husband's like, aren't you supposed to be getting up? And she's like, this is terrible. So that was a cute
somebody
one
was breaking into my house the other night. Did you know that?
Because of the dog?
The giant crash that was in my kitchen.
No, what happened?
So the other night, my dog freaks out when the when it must be a pressure change.
Barometric pressure.
And it got cold.
Where are all the boys?
I think Nick took my boys home. Oh, that's why he stopped here.
Okay.
The temperature came down, the windows were open, the trees get windy, and our dog, who is an old man, can't get up on our bed anymore. He used to just come up and hop under the covers. So he couldn't get up, so he's pawing at the bed. Wakes me up at like 1 in the morning. So I pick him up, I put him on the bed. He digs under my pillow and tries to go to sleep. Except he goes under my pillow at my face. And I'm like snuggling, I'm like, it's okay, it's okay. Nick is sound asleep. He's oblivious. I hear a car alarm in the distance, like over Walchurch Road area. And then not even 10 minutes later, I hear a police siren. And I'm like, ooh, that's creepy. I don't like that. So I'm awake for all this, and then it goes away. I fall asleep, and less than an hour later, I get woken up by this big noise in our kitchen. And I'm like, because Nick does not wake up. And I'm like, there's a noise. Now, we have these big fans, ceiling fans, and the wood cracks in them sometimes. Like, it just makes like a weird crack noise. And I was like, maybe that's what it was. But I'm like, it woke me up. Like, whatever this was woke me up. And I didn't know what it was. So I'm awake now, and I'm like, ugh. Less than 15 minutes later, there's a crash in my kitchen sink. A crash in my sink. And I'm like, I know that's the cup and the spoon that the ice cream was in. That was my sink. That was, we have a metal sink. Ba-blam! And I'm like, get up! Now I know that both boys are sleeping in the same bedroom, so I'm like, I know I can just lock their doorknob and slam the door shut, and they're in if I need to. And I'm like, what is happening? So Nick finally got up and like went and checked. We think it was just the wind. This plant has been on my windowsill for 10 years. 10 years! And it wasn't that windy out. Scared the crap out of me. And I got Nick cameras for Christmas. I'm like, did you check cameras? He goes, oh, they're not like hooked. It's not like hooked up right now. I can't check. I was like, I got you cameras that you have been asking for 10 years, and they're not like connected right now. But nobody broke into my house. But it was very, very scary.
Plus, your house has been broken into.
Our house was broken into when we, like, the very first month that we lived there.
Yeah. So it's happened to you. So you know it can happen.
Yeah, not fun.
Well, I'm glad
we were not home when it got broken into, and they only took a computer.
Well, I'm glad that nothing happened.
It was scary.
I bet it was.
I did not get much sleep that night.
All right. Well, I think that's everything for, I mean, 3 months. Zip, we talked really fast, but I think that's it, right?
I think so. I hope you guys are like happy and healthy and finding fun things to occupy your time.
And things to look forward to. That's my struggle right now. I feel like I have nothing to look forward to. Like, I took my son to college and then I realized, oh, like, I was really looking forward to that. Well, I was dreading it, but looking forward to it. It was something happening. Right. And now it's like, and we were supposed to go see him next week, but parents weekend, but you can't do anything because it's like quarantine still, COVID. So we're not going to see him, and then we don't have Ryan back, and we just, I don't know.
And indoor dining is like kind of open around here now, but I'm so not into it.
Yeah, so we're just, I'm just drinking on my couch.
Can you tell?
Wait! Hold up. I could tell. She did it too.
Weight.
I did lose weight. I drank a lot and ate a lot and had sourdough, and it was wonderful, and I had a blast putting that weight on. I really did. But it was time for it to change, so I got some blood results that weren't so hot. So I thought
mine came back perfect. So now I'm like,
when I saw the results,
we got new life insurance.
We both did,
and they came and took our blood and our pee and all that fun stuff and weighed us and measured us. And
and
I grew. I'm 5'4".
I shrunk and gained a lot of weight. So anyway, that was motivation to get on a scale and see it, and Lady had to write it down.
But I'm on it every day anyway.
I don't weigh myself.
I do.
So I did. I am a Weight Watcher fan. My mom worked for them when we were growing up, and when I do Weight Watchers, it definitely works for me. So when I started, of course, your first week you lose weight like awesome, always, which I know, and then it's been slow and steady. I have weeks where it's like a little bit up, but I'm definitely like, even when I'm not losing, I do feel better and I feel good. Like, I'm thinking about what I'm eating. I'm taking vitamins. I'm like, it's more conscious.
Are you tracking all of your food right now?
Okay. I was tracking every single thing that went in my, and I've been lazy with it dinner time. Like, I kind of know what I have left.
Sometimes I track before, like when I'm cooking dinner. Okay. I track it while I'm cooking. Because I know, like, I'm only going to eat half a cup of that, and I'm going to eat this. So I try to do it while I'm cooking. I need somebody to hold me accountable to track.
I legit was weighing my wine. I was like, first of all, when you realize
that your wine glass is only supposed to be this full and not this full.
I mean, no wonder I gained weight. Like, it's not at least I know why. It wasn't like I was being good, and then I was like, oh, why am I getting
We were making, like, air fryer bagels, and
I was cooking sourdough, everything. Anyway, I'm making pies, but it was fun.
A whole loaf of sourdough bread is like a good stick of butter with it.
Okay.
Right?
I was literally drinking my points in wine, like my whole day, which I knew, but it's fine. Anyway, so I am trying. I've lost some weight, so I'm getting there. Slow and steady.
I'm running again.
I can't run. I've been walking.
So I was all set to start running again a couple years ago when my little one went to preschool, and there's a beautiful lake by his school, and I thought, I'm gonna run the lake. I'm gonna walk it and then I'm gonna run parts of it until I can run the whole thing. And my back gave out really bad.
That's what happens.
And I started going to the chiropractor, and I said to him at one point, I was like, I want to do a 5K. I would love to get back to 5Ks, you know. So he said, oh, he was running. He's in charge of a 5K. And he goes, oh, you can't run. I went, what? And he goes, you can't run. You can never run again. And I was like, what? And then he kind of hurt me pretty bad. And I love chiropractors, so I am not dishing on the chiropractors. I love them. But something got tweaked during one of my sessions and it made it worse. And then I got the flu and I sat on the couch for 7 days and didn't move. And my back felt great. And I was like, oh, I just needed to rest.
That's why I don't do anything.
But I started walking. So at practice last week, at the kids' practice, I walked, and it's a pretty good clip that I walked. And I walked quickly. And I stretched really good, like halfway through and at the end. And I was like, all right, you're good. Practice. I checked it on the little one. You're good? Good. I'm going to do another lap. So I went and I did the bigger loop. And I was walking so fast that I was like, it would be easier and more comfortable to just run. I'm just going to jog. I'm just going to jog. And my plan was to jog 50 yards because that's the length of the football field. That's the end of the track. I'm just going to run the end. And I got to the end. I was like, I feel really good. So I ran back up, and it's like 5 football fields worth. They're small. They're not full-size fields, though, are they?
I think so.
Are they?
They're big.
So I ran like the end, and that's 5 football fields, and I'm like, I still feel good. So I cut back around the end, and then I cut back, and I cut back over the soccer fields, and I was like, all right, now I'm going to walk because I don't want to push it. and I walked the rest. And I said, tonight, if I'm dead on the couch, or tomorrow morning, if I can't get out of bed, I know I can do that. I felt better than I have felt in years.
You're lucky. It's good. It feels good.
It loosened everything up. So last night at practice, same thing. And I ran even more last night, and it felt really good.
I started running last summer. Remember, I was going to run the walk for Christina and Tyler.
Yeah.
And my knee went bad, and it ends up I have secretary's knee. Yay, from sitting. Seriously?
Yeah, I have a funky leg. I think I have arthritis in my left foot.
Yay! Welcome to the party. I have the worst feet ever. I have arthritis in my feet. Okay, this is getting depressing now. We're talking about our olds.
But I feel good. I was running again.
And I'm not eating sourdough. My weight in sourdough.
I'm not eating sourdough. And now I'm going to go eat pizza for dinner.
I don't know what we're eating. All right. Well, this was good.
So
my
tell us
drink
about
is
your
empty.
happy, positive, what is good in 2020. Because we all know all the bad things.
Exactly. All right. I think this is good. Your hamster's on the ground. Looks like it's a dead little hamster.
Ham. My mother-in-law, I think, used to have him like sitting somewhere.
He's super cute.
And she gave him to the boys. He's like a Beanie Baby thing.
Yeah, he's very cute.
But she used to have him somewhere. And the boys like took him over when he was little. Isn't he cute? Ham. When Grant could just talk, he called him Ham. Oh, no, he's cute. Ooh,
All
sorry.
right. Ready?
All right.
So cheers. See you all. It's been fun. Hopefully
We will
it won't
get back
be 3 more
sooner.
months.
I promise.
We'll get on a regular schedule again. Okay, now that the farm's open. That helps too, farm being open. All right.
Yes, we're
Bye,
drinking
everybody.
at 4 o'clock on Saturdays.
All right. Bye, everybody.